Good evening and welcome to our prime time roundup. From shifting political ground in Puntland to fresh military reinforcement in Somalia's fight against Al-Shabaab and a quiet diplomatic tango in Djibouti. Tonight, we take you across a region where power, politics and security are playing high stakes. Former Somali prime ministers arrive in Mogadishu ahead of major opposition gathering. Turkey deploys more forces to help in Al-Shabaab fight. Puntland to scrap secret ballot in upcoming local council elections to curb corruption. Somaliland president meets ambassadors of France, Ethiopia and UK in Djibouti. Lovely viewers, now let's delve into a full bulletin. Puntland's administration is moving to abolish the secret ballot system for electing local council members and parliamentarians to enhance electoral transparency and reduce corruption and bribery allegations that have made past polls. The Puntland Election Commission announced that it's finalizing a revised local government law that endorses a show of hands voting method in upcoming elections. The Puntland Election Commission Chairman Ahmed Mohamed Omar stated that the shift prevents vote buying and ensures accountability among elected representatives. The move has garnered support from several Puntland ministers and government officials who argue that the secret balloting has enabled corrupt practices and weaken public trust in democratic institutions. Critics of the secret ballot say it's shameful that elected officials cast votes behind closed doors and have called on the Electoral Commission to institutionalize a new voting system in Puntland's electoral framework. These reductions are part of broader reforms meant to correct flaws from previous elections, which often lead to inter-council conflicts and governance breakdowns. Turkey is doubling down on its military footprint in Somalia, deploying additional forces to bolster the fight against Al-Shabaab. The move signals Ankara's deepening role in Somalia's security architecture and raises questions about foreign influence, sovereignty, and what comes next in the battle against the insurgency. Turkey is boosting its military presence in Somalia by deploying 500 troops specializing in counter-terrorism and drone operations in response to recent territorial gains by Al-Shabaab. The deployment of the 500 counter-terrorism troops nearly triples Turkey's current contingent of 300 people in Somalia. The new contingent includes 300 commandos and 200 personnel that will enhance Turkey's drone operations against the terrorists. The new deployment includes the use of Turkish-made Akinji drone, the larger and more powerful sibling to Turkey's popular Bayraktar drones that the Somali National Army uses in its battle against Al-Shabaab. Akinji drones have night vision capabilities and can operate 24 hours, making them an effective tool for taking on Al-Shabaab at night, according to experts. Turkey's deployment boosts Somalia's security sector development plan, which aims to help Somalia eventually achieve full control of its own security. Along with the deployment of ground forces, Turkey also has committed to protecting Somalia's territorial waters and helping with developing offshore resources including fisheries. Turkey is increasing its presence as African Union's Support and Stabilization Mission in Somalia, AUSOM, struggles to get off the ground. The United Nations, which has agreed to fund 75% of AUSOM operations, is seeking $41.6 million in addition to support from donors. Al-Shabaab committed a string of attacks in central Somalia, most notably the reported capture in mid-April of Aden Yabal, a community about 220 kilometers south of the capital, that is logistical hub for the government troops. Mogadishu is seeing a rare convergence of political heavyweights as former Somali Prime Minister touched down ahead of the major opposition gathering. The event could reshape alliances and sharpen tensions ahead of the future elections, signaling a possible reboot in Somalia's fragmented political landscape. Here's the full story. Former Somali Prime Ministers Omar Abdirashid Ali Sharmake and Hassan Ali Qairi arrived in Mogadishu on Thursday afternoon ahead of a major opposition conference expected to take place in the capital in the coming days. Federal lawmakers and political allies received the two former leaders at the Aden International Airport, signaling the mounting momentum of a growing opposition from preparing to challenge President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud administration. The upcoming meeting, described as a big anti-federal government gathering, will bring together various opposition figures to discuss critical political and security challenges, particularly in the context of anticipated one-person, one-vote elections. This development comes amid escalating political tensions. Earlier this week, 103 members of the Somalia's bicameral parliament issued a joint statement demanding President Mohamud's resignation. Critics have also pointed to the controversial formation of the Justice and Stability Party, launched this week with President Mohamud as the chairman and 2026 presidential candidate. Key figures named to top 10 positions in the party include Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre, Deputy Prime Minister Saleh Jama, First Deputy Speaker Saadia Yassin, and Southwest State President Abdulaziz Laftagaren. In response to criticism, President Mohamud defended the military and questioned the motives of opposition figures who doubted its capability. The upcoming opposition meeting in Mogadishu is expected to heighten political stakes with implications for Somalia's fragile electoral process, federal-state relations, and national unity. In Djibouti, the president of Somaliland met with ambassadors of France, Ethiopia, and UK to discuss regional security and development. The quiet diplomacy underscores Hargeysa's push for international recognition and a strategic bid to be seen as a stable partner in increasingly unstable Horn of Africa. Somaliland President Abdurrahman Mohamed Abdullahi Irro held a high-level meeting on Thursday with ambassadors of France, Ethiopia, and the United Kingdom of the Republic of Djibouti as part of the ongoing 3-day diplomatic visit to Djibouti. According to a statement from the Somaliland presidency, the meeting aimed to exchange views on regional dynamics and Somaliland's role in promoting stability and cooperation in the Horn of Africa. President Irro highlighted Somaliland's proactive contribution to regional security efforts, particularly in safeguarding the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden, areas critical to global maritime trade. The discussions also covered economic development, trade facilitation, infrastructure investment, and expansion of humanitarian support. President Irro encouraged enhanced cooperation between Somaliland and international partners in these sectors to boost prosperity and resilience in the region. The meeting is part of a broader agenda during President Irro's visit to Djibouti, which includes bilateral discussions with the Djibouti President Omar Gele and senior officials. The visit marks a potential shift in Somaliland's foreign relations approach under Irro's administration, with a renewed focus on regional diplomacy and international recognition. From the ballots to the boots on the ground, from the backroom talks to political reckonings, Somalia and its region remains at the heart of an unfolding story. Stay with us for more updates and analysis. I'm Abdurrahman Yusuf, and this is Newsnight. Good night.